another. She was on the Drewski House, and she come back for the Could Have Been Love.
I'd take her down to the strip club. I know she's strong on that pole.
We'll tear some shit up.
Body rock. Throw it back, make some noise, make it clap for a rich. I'm a massage.
You're a massage therapist.
Tell 'em about the strip club.
Okay, what else?
I dance.
So you just do the freak off stuff. That's what you're telling me?
No, she don't do no freak off.
Okay, we don't do the freak. Okay.
No.
The show itself is depraved and debauched, y'all. On top of that, there's another repeat player. We have Meatball. Or no, it wasn't Meatball. Who was the repeat player? Meatball. She was on Baddies, a Zeus Network show. And then came over to the Could Have Been house. The Could Have Been Love. Okay, interesting. I mean, she does seem to be the only one that really is like actually in love with Drewski. I mean, she really does convince me that she likes him romantically. She really does. So those are two repeat, players. There's some other really stressful people on the show, I'll say.
This year, we're hearing a lot about government efficiency. To follow the debate, it helps to have data and facts. Don't hit that skip button. This stuff matters. I'm Steve Ballmer,
You feel me?
But it's just kind of really on the nose for a Zeus Network show, but I guess it's not. I think one of the executive producers is Chance from I Love New York, and then Real Chance at Love, or Second Chance at Love, or whatever it was. But yeah, I mean, it's really a debauched show. And then on one of the episodes, episode 4, they have, I can't even say anymore now, being what my beliefs, like I'm not supposed to be saying too much negative stuff about people, y'all, but Dr. Umar is down there with the worst of them, in my opinion. I mean, total propagandist.
They're racist.
Hate mongerer. Truly, I mean, like, there's nothing I could possibly say that hasn't already been said about the man. He has issues, he has problems, and I dare say he has demons.
The goddamn NBA is a suspect.
As soon as I said that, Mama Oya blew my cell phone off the stand.
I pray for him, truly.
Let me ask you a question, Dr. Umar. Are you totally against interracial relationships?
I am totally against it, and I want to make sure you understand why.
They are contacting the college to try to force them to cancel my lecture this Thursday to close out Black History Month. They're claiming I smoke crack.
But he's like, a racist. And even, what's his name? Drewski said they had to kick the man off of the show. They had to kick him off the set because he was causing so much race-driven violence and animosity and chaos on the set or something. I'll put the clip in here, what he said.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
You don't even know what the you're talking about, and the internet eats you up. The is really wrong with all y'all that watch him.
I didn't say anything that was offensive. Asking a non-black woman why you want to marry a black man when black women don't have enough black men to marry them, that should have not been offensive.
You see, that's racist. You're racist. I don't care to even talk to you no more. I'm so sorry. I can't talk to him.
The man comes on, he bullies everybody.
How will you deal with the racism from your Asian family towards your Blasian children?
What the was that?
And I'm just like, what is this?
Other than dating black men, have you ever actually tried to help the black struggle as opposed to help yourself to black men?
Right. I've been at 3 protests that were near me.
Just 3.
What's going on here with all of this? I don't know what Drewski's got this man on his show for. And then I'm just like, but for what? Like, this is all just rage bait. What is the purpose of this? I'm not sure about this. And it's like, if they could just isolate Drewski to in and of himself, that'd be one thing. That'd be fine. But there's all this other stuff going on, and I couldn't even finish the episode, to be honest. There's some other things that made me think it could be a Zeus Network show, like, for example, the Nigeria auditions for the Drewski show that were recent in the last few months.
Turn around and die. Dead or alive, he gonna take that booty from you.
We actually fat.
You Is that a chicken?
So are you going to make me proud today?
Very glad.
It don't matter where we at. The CEO always gonna tell how it is. We already got Akon.
And then also, Wovicki's connection now to Zeus Network, and she's been in Nigeria. And then now we got Baddies Africa going to Zeus Network show. Natalie Chen going to Lagos, Nigeria, but only if they can get through the gladiator fights first. I mean, y'all, I dare say I don't think it should be on the internet. It is so debauched. It is so debauched and debasing, and it just makes me feel so sad to see. There were some people saying, remove the censor so we could watch Wovicki get beat up.
How I've been a victim of Zeus, because now I'm watching Drewski's show, and yes, it's on YouTube, whatever, but when they be doing a little fight, they don't show nothing. It's all blurred out. Like, what? I want to turn it off right then and there. Come on, Drewski. Come on, YouTube. No.
I'm sick as because why are y'all blurring out the fucking fight on YouTube? Could have been love. Like, first of all, I need Zeus to pick this up ASAP. I get it. You may be making more money on YouTube, but like, I need Zeus to pick this up ASAP because I need to see these fights. I know Meatball was tearing that little white girl up, tearing her up, and that shit was blurred, and I could tell she did that shit. Like, why y'all like stop gatekeeping? Like,
I can't with y'all. Something's wrong with you. I dare say you got demons. You might need to get an exorcism, because how can you want to watch this? Y'all that's watching this, you need to really consider why you think it's entertaining. It's not. It's really not.
I need to see it all. I need to see them being dragged. I need to see the hair pulling. I need to see the punches. I need to see who landed what. Like, digital pixelated Minecraft boxes, it ain't for me.
Anyway, so back to Drewski. I was unable to determine if he actually has any connections to Zeus Network, but there's so many tentacles that seem to reach across Zeus Network, Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs, Natalie Nunn, Fashion Nova, Nigeria, like
yes.
There's just so many tentacles. I'm remembering Natalie Nunn saying she could go right to Nigeria and make that money in 15 seconds.
I can fly to Africa and get that money in 5 seconds.
I'm remembering all of these allegations, and it's like, why is this show exactly like a Zeus Network show? Maybe they just got the same editors. I really don't know. Inconclusive. But now Drewski has been under a microscope, and some of those old jokes that he made in the past have been coming back to haunt him, as I have mentioned previously. So then,
welcome everyone. Hey, my name is June. I've been waiting for you.
In this family, we love unconditionally.
That is beautiful.
Why didn't you tell me what was coming? I did my best.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's bring them home.
Hulu, the drama you want.
How do I start a savings habit?
How to start shaving a rabbit. If you want a simpler way to build a habit, a BMO savings account can help. You'll get a cash reward every month you save.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
and Drewski, it all comes, really to a screeching halt. Again, like I said, whenever he got sued this month, March 2025. He gets sued alongside P. Diddy, but there's other people named in this lawsuit. Now, you need to understand this lawsuit was filed already back in 2024. Already filed in 2024, but it was filed against Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs, and some John Does. The John Doe, one of them has been updated. Okay, a few of them actually have been updated now from the lawsuit as of this month, and the John Does are now getting named. Drewski, one of them, Drew DeBoard. Odell Beckham Jr., we got him listed in there. We got Jacqueline Jaguar Wright listed in there. Big homie Cece, I think, was named. Really horrible allegations of the type and sort that we've now become accustomed to hearing from Diddy. Specifically, the allegation against Drewski for the purposes of this video had to do with some baby oil and some slip and slide type activities. The woman talking about she couldn't breathe due to Drewski's enormous size. Just really throwing it out there and throwing him under the bus, saying that she was abused by him and others. Again, without going into too many details. Now, Drewski has come out and said that because he was not famous at that time, because he was living in his mom's house, he wasn't even famous, then it doesn't make sense. Like, her story doesn't add up, because why would he be, I guess, presumably, why would he be hanging out with Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs, and Odell Beckham Jr. if he was just a nobody living at his mama's house? I guess, maybe that's true. He did say that he had already dropped out of college and made his first viral video by 2018, but who knows? I certainly wasn't there, and I do think we have to keep an open mind, especially when all these big name people are being mentioned. A lot of money and a lot of, just reputational harm and stuff could be riding on a false allegation, or even just an allegation someone might be believing is true, but maybe they're misremembering. I'm not saying that is what's happening, but I personally do have to say, for the purposes of the platform and my liability, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Drewski has denied all allegations. Some heinous allegations have been made against him. There are some connections between Drewski and P. Diddy, at least as early as, maybe like 2021. There's connections with Odell Beckham Jr., which also date back to 2019, I think, or maybe early 2020. So there are some connections, but having a connection to someone doesn't mean you do everything they do. And also, we do got to keep an open mind about P. Diddy. I mean, the only thing I saw for sure was a video and then him saying so sorry for it, what he did to Cassie. And that's not what he's being charged for. That's not what he's being sued for. That lawsuit settled. So, we're going to have to see. I mean, there's also the alternative theory that this whole entire lawsuit, whether unbeknownst to Drewski or not, is just a giant smokescreen. Just a giant diversion to make us all look at all these allegations piling up against all these powerful people, and if they can just knock off 1, 2, maybe 3 of them, then all of us have the knowledge that false allegations have already been made about so-and-so, so how do we know this isn't a false allegation about so-and-so number 2 or whatever? And you know what? I'm not going to be able to argue with those people. Good point. Why are people, if they are, filing false allegations anyway? Why would someone be doing that? I mean, it could be, 5D chess, okay? I would really hate to think that that is what is going on at such an alarming and drastic rate. But it does appear that there are powerful and rich people who are more than happy to spend money on a frivolous lawsuit, okay? Who knows what's going on? I hope the allegations are false, but then, that leaves us in a situation where people are making false allegations, and that's not okay either. Yeah, we'll see what happens, though, with the Drewski situation.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's possible none of this is exactly what it seems in any way, shape, or form. That's all I really have for today. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation. Loving you. Okay, bye.
Yeah! The police cannot stop us! They cannot stop us!
How far?
We will eat the money. We will eat the money.
She gonna find the truth. She gonna crack the case, yeah. It's not a lie when this paperwork she will.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
Welcome to South Central Los Angeles.
Y'all better be careful when y'all come over here.
Home of the 5 Trey Avalon Gangster Crips.
Y'all see that boulevard? Boy, I swear to Jesus.
I've traveled all the way to California to walk these streets and interview one of the oldest Crip sets in the world that branched off from Raymond Washington and Tookie Williams' original Crip gang.
Welcome to the 50s where the Lions roam.
To be honest with you, this is a very dangerous place where we standing right now.
The big homie used to tell me, you ain't from Avalon, you must die. That's the rule.
Still a gangster. And although many members were friendly, later in the video, tensions rose and one of them pulled out a gun on us in the middle of the interview.
No. Who was trying to lie?
Everything good, right? We're good. Oh, wait. We got right to gripping immediately. Did you see that?
It happens like that, man.
So come with me as we visit South Central Los Angeles, drink some liquor, and explore life as an Avalon gangster crip.
This represents Crip. That means I don't like bloods. I will kill you.
And you go again.
All right, check it out, you guys. Right now, we're in the mean streets of L.A. I'm with the one and only
Mr. Cartoon 1, Eastside Avalon Gangster Crip, 53rd Street.
We're with the 5 Trey Avalon Gangster
I know
Crip.
Cartoon.
That's real. You with us. You with us on that big bad East Side.
Yeah, I stay on the east side too. I stay right around the corner from this park.
On YouTube, you're gonna see a lot of stuff on social media about different sets in LA. But now at the end of the day, this right here, we the oldest gang in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Avalon was one of the first Crips heads that started putting a name on it. When East Side, West Side Crips started breaking up and they started putting sets on it, this was the first one, Avalon Gangster Crip.
In 1971, when Crip sets were first...
Man, shout out to my nigga Cartoon. He a real one.
...aimed on their individual factions. The set around 53rd Street were called the Businessmen. This group evolved into the East Side Crips and eventually transformed into the present-day Avalon Gangster Crips. You guys got 50 years plus of gangbanging.
Exactly. We've been around a long time. It's one of my G homies right here. He'll tell you.
How you doing?
So, I'm Brandon.
Yes, you got a big old situation jumping off.
For the viewers at home, I want you guys to take 1 second to guess this man's age before he tells you. Get a look at his face real quick. Guess his age in your head, and then, tell us how old you are.
I'm 60 years old.
60 years old?
Yep, that's me.
You gotta be one of the oldest Crips out here in the streets, right?
No. The homie right here older than me.
I'm 61, so you got a few.
I'm a third generation, so imagine how old the first generation is. They 69, 70, 71 like that, you know?
Age up.
So the cripping never ends.
No, not in Los Angeles. In different states, you know what I'm saying? It's like a fad sometimes to them. Now, we got a lot of homies in different states that stomp down with this cripping, you feel what I'm saying? But then, like, a lot of times, with it not being organic the way it is in Los Angeles, they tend to, like, get a certain age and they go, well, I'm through, I'm quitting, I'm stopping. It's not like that in Los Angeles. This is not a pastime. This ain't no fad with us. This is our culture. This is our history. It's our lifestyle. We born and raised into this. So it ain't like when you get 60 or 65, you're like, well, I'm too old. I don't want to do this no more. No, we don't have that option.
Nah, that nigga lying. Man, I know plenty of old niggas that don't fuck around no more out here in LA, man. This shit watered down now. This shit ain't the same. So a lot of these old niggas done stepped aside, quit fucking with it and shit. I know niggas out here trying to raise their kids and shit, nigga. Like, nigga, fuck all that gang member gang and shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's the attitude of the older niggas who don't want to leave the hood type shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
We doing this for life. Now, we might not be in the streets doing it how we did it when we was 15, but we gonna always be Crips and we gonna always be from the set that we from.
Yeah. Man, don't get me wrong, though. Nigga always go be a part of this Crippin', though. You feel me? But, yeah, niggas ain't... Like, if you got priorities and you got business to take care of, 9 times out of 10, you ain't trying to kick with no niggas in the hood, especially if you're an older cat. Now, youngsters just trying to get the name out there and shit like that, and trying to get their reputation, that's something different. But older niggas, nah. If they is out there kicking in the hood, they a bunch of, I'm gonna keep it a buck, like they either trying to lead the youngsters wrong, or they on some other shit type shit, you feel me? Or they actually just live in the hood type shit, so they have no choice but to be seen type shit. But other than that, niggas just trying to get away from the hood. Don't get it fucked up out here.
There's really no Crip retirement out here in LA.
Not in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'm G-Self for Fire Trade Gangsters. Bless the bottom. Bless the bottom. Take a swallow. And it's gonna tell you, there you go. There you go. You gonna need it.
You on that east side?
It's the Avalons over here.
Now you was a man.
Avalon. You a real man right now.
Five Trey?
Five Trays.
I'd just like to take a second to apologize to this man who's hitting my bottle right now. I asked him a question in about 10 minutes that gets him pretty fired up and makes him draw his weapon, and I did not mean to rile him up at all.
Well, my generation, I'm 52 years old, Avalon Blue, Fire Trade. My generation, the first homies that had like crack mamas.
Crack mamas?
Like the moms start getting high. Yeah. My generation. When we start banging, it was more like we had to stay down with each other because our parents wasn't right, that they wasn't able to take care of us no more. We wasn't breaking in houses for the jury, we was going to the refrigerator. Our first missions, we was little kids, we was snatching groceries from the ABC market. So loyalty amongst us stayed together for so long. We took back phase. Now these kids don't even fucking fight. Hell no, they shooting up everything.
Because
Get your gun, old nigga. You better bust. I'm telling you right now, we ain't playing with no old niggas or nothing. We own everything. Avalon is Avalon, bro. We ain't changing up nothing. We gangsters, cuz. I'm telling y'all, we not them dudes on the west side or none of that. We off the east side, cuz. Own gangsters.
And
we ain't going by
out.
nobody regiment but gangsters. I'm telling you.
And every time I pass the park, nigga, them niggas be out, bro, thicker than fucking Carl Canal pockets.
This is X-Con, a very straightforward gangster. And in another interview, he explicitly says if you come into his hood with jewelry on, he will rob you.
This is called a stony. Yeah, this is where you whoop a nigga ass and cake it. Motherfucker, you come out here looking like a gazelle, it's lions out here. This is not no playground. You come out here with them nice jewels on, thinking you from out of town, no, I ain't from out here. All right, you'll figure it out. We gonna book your stupid ass.
So if you come to LA, you should just wear your Apple Watch.
If you somebody significant, you somebody famous, don't wear nothing. And you better have an entourage of a gang of lions with you. Don't bring your partners, because they gonna get robbed too. We know they don't let no motherfucking guns on that airport. So you coming over here with no weapons, we don't care about no security guards, and the police ain't gonna get here quick.
This guy's 6'3", probably 215 pounds, and he trains MMA, so he's not a Crip you want to have problems with.
And we don't report to no other gangsters. We the top gangsters, nigga, straight up.
A lot of people don't.
Cuz, turn.
You got different cars. You got the gangster car, you got the in-hood car, you got the mafia car. But now at the end of the day, the gangster car is what run LA. G-A-N-G-S-T-A.
Gangsters, homie. For real. Five Trey Avalon gangsters. Get the homie. You know, that's the homie C-Dog.
I ain't
You know
gonna
what I'm
say
saying?
they run LA,
wheelchair.
but you know.
32 years. C-Dog, 5 Trey. 32 years. Been to prison just as much as any other month. And I'm still here.
How did you end up getting paralyzed?
They shot me down some blood because they couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle the fight?
It was 6 of them against 2 of them.
What has it been like to see the culture change between, you know, having fist fights to everyone just wants to run and get a gun and shoot now?
And it scares me to death. Because what if I go to prison for carrying one right now? That's life in prison.
You're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't type of a deal.
Right.
Yeah, because I like this. It's a better chance. Other than that,
I don't support no gun violence at all, but shit. Yeah. Gotta get caught with anything without, man.
we killing each other because it's gonna be a problem. You kill us, and then now you getting killed.
Cycle, yeah.
Yeah, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the repercussions of a fist fight are a lot better than a gunfight.
So you don't want to fight today because they go get it back. They can't take it.
You're not wrestling out here.
No, man, they ain't playing.
Do you have any words of wisdom for people out there that are involved in, you know, the gun violence and all everything?
They need to stop it, man, for real. They killing innocent people. They really ain't killing the people that whatever they trying to do.
You know what I'm saying? The homie little man, look, this is book right here. He's a published author. You feel what I'm saying? He got a brother, another brother from the set, who's a published author. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of talent. Just cause we out here banging, it don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, the homie ain't got something up top. You feel me?
They're out here trapping literature.
We're trapping, the homie trapping literature. You know what I'm saying? It don't just stop. You know what I'm saying? Our homegirls fly. You feel what I'm saying? That's how the East Side do it.
Big deal for 5 Trey Avalon.
Is the Remy a go-to drink for 5 Trey?
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
All right.
Take another one, man.
Shit, bro. You gotta have me drunk immediately. We're cold-ass crippin' out here in 5 Trey Avalon Crips. That's right. That's it.
Man, shout out to the 5 Trey Avalons, man. I ain't until they park no time, kick it to the niggas, take pictures, got drunk, all the shit, bro. Them some young niggas ain't cool.
Me and Tune, this, you know, it's my little brother right here. We grew up together.
What is life like in this area?
Life is what you make it. We're like a pack of hyenas, pack of lions. We know who's not from around here and who's not.
You can sniff them out?
You sniff them out.
If a motherfucker walk through from around, you gonna see what's gonna happen.
So this my brother right here. We family. I support him in anything he's doing. I'm not into being on video.
Nigga, you on video today.
You want to set you out?
But I'm supporting my boy, whatever he doing.
Could you talk about some of like the core principles and the core values initially of the Crips when they first started out back in the 70s?
The number one rule, don't tell on nobody. Don't ever tell on nobody, and mind your own business and respect your elders, and you'll go a long way with that right there.
Do you feel like that respect has kind of been lost with some of these newer generations?
Motherfuckers don't respect nothing but violence.
A lot of people don't have the same, by the time they're 25, they don't have the same friends as they did in high school. You guys have developed friendships that have lasted a lifetime, essentially.
That's the difference between South Central LA and different places. This is here. This is our family. You feel what I'm saying? This is the foundation right here. When ain't no father in the house. When moms put us out, we come here. This is my brothers, my sisters. This is my family.
This is G homie, little shy, everything. But you know what I'm saying? He a little shy. But I'm the original. I walk this walk.
Yeah.
You understand me? A gangster is a gangster. You got to walk this walk
So you got
to know what time it is.
Did you go to Hawaii?
I went to Hawaii.
You went to Hawaii. I saw that little.
There is electromagnetic energy in that pyramid between 206.
Little clip right there, you got drunk when they was drinking Hennessy or something. He and Jay some bull.
I'm already like 4 drinks deep on
Yeah, no, I'm about to catch up. I'm about to catch up. We're gonna keep going.
So I represent Third Gang. My name is Lil Bam Bam. Nigga, I'm BK Bam. And I kill any slob, any day.
Wow, he tripping.
Nothing.
Don't worry about that. I wasn't a crack baby. I was one of the motherfuckers putting the crack out there. And I redeemed myself. But I found myself with God. But I'm still a gangster.
So you have to find peace with God of some of that
He
stuff.
said, but I'm still a gangster.
You got to have love regardless. If you're crippin' or whatever.
One thing that's rare about this park is a historical park off the bat, and this is not a gang that we're part of. This is not really friends, it's family. This is what it is. It's my uncle. These are my uncles right here. If you're younger than me, then you're my little brother. You my little homegirls younger than me, y'all my sisters. older, women, my aunties, and I talk to them and we respect each other and we deal with one another like that.
This original set, homie. Avalon Gangster Crips, 53rd Street, East Side. We been here, we done that. We ain't going nowhere. We gonna be here. You check on us 30 years from now, little homies coming up, gonna still see right here. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is it.
I'm with Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Christian Crip.
I done heard that term before in the pen.
I'm with that.
It's a lot of race things going on just in the world, period, and we don't have a racial environment right here.
There's not tension?
Not at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at that pool right there. Look at that swimming pool right there. Over here. How many blacks do you see in that swimming pool? Maybe 2 or 3. What all do you see Hispanics? You know what I'm saying? We walk hand in hand. We share. We don't be beefing like that. We get along.
We know them, we fuck with them, we come hang out with them, we grew up with them.
Now, of course, this is an original black neighborhood, but now a Hispanic gang came up to Playboys, and we hand in hand. We ain't got no problem with them. They ain't got no problem with us. We do that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That East Side love over here.
While the Avalon Gangster Crips are friendly with some sets, they are surrounded by a ton of gangs, as you can see on this map, with many of their most heated rivalries actually being other Crip sets located nearby.
And Avalon is the most hated gang, the most loved gang.
Just look around. Can't be fake. We got some real killers out here. Don't let it get.
Say what?
You done drunk all the ring. We finna go get another.
I told you I really drink.
All right.
Y'all got me half stepping out here. Big Daddy Kane style.
That's real. That's real.
I love old school hip hop.
Oh yeah, me too.
All right, this next part is going to get crazy and highlights how quickly things can turn violent for those that live in the area. I wanted to ask, people talk a lot about Crip walking. Is that a thing that has origins, or is that a new school thing?
Yeah, it got origins, homie. You know, it's a dance that back in the 70s that the homies invented for us. You know what I'm saying? You know us. If you can't seat walk, you know, you'll call it crip walk. We say seat walking. If you can't seat walk, something wrong, because we do this, a rite of passage. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the sign of the times is, it's become mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around the world doing it.
It's almost just like them showing love. I feel like they wouldn't do the dance if they didn't think it was cool.
We didn't look at it as showing love. We look at it as them stealing our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Appropriating.
Right. Because they seen rap videos. They seen homies.
That's them Hoovers. That's them Hoovers right there. Sit up there. This ain't got nothing to do with the Hoovers, homie. Sit up there and trying to down us.
Cuz ain't got nothing to do with it. We talking about crip walking.
No. Hoovers trying to down us.
Ex-con.
Who was trying to down us?
You need the Hoover stops trying to take the crip.
Put up there. Put up there. Hey, who was trying to down us?
No, they don't, cuz.
Who was trying to down us?
You doing it wrong.
Who was trying to down us?
You doing the wrong thing.
Doing the wrong shit. Come on, man.
Hey, cuz, you doing the wrong thing.
What's wrong with you, nigga?
Everything good, right? We're good.
Sit your ass back.
We're good, brother.
Yeah, they press cuz.
Got to him.
That's one of the reasons you shouldn't drink alcohol.
Yeah, that's why some of them shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It'll happen.
Make tempers flare.
Yeah, make tempers flare.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't trying to cause any
doing the wrong thing.
Oh, wait. This is the moment he pulls his gun out, and I can't fault my cameraman for missing the shot, because all we're thinking about in this moment is we hope he doesn't shoot. We're good. We don't want no issues. Bro is gripping on his gun.
Those some of the things that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I say, on the streets, family get into it sometimes. Even in here, family get into it. That's still our homie. Family get into it.
I hope he's all right. He
drunk. He drunk. He got a little drunk. Saying the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? My set, cuz what he's saying don't matter. We get along with the Hoovers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You're not trying to project static out there in the world.
Right. We get along with the Hoovers. He drunk. You know what I'm saying?
He got right to gripping immediately. Did you see that? He got right to gripping immediately.
It happens like that, man.
Hey, we're just making sure nothing's popping. They seem like they're really getting heated over there.
That's
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go over there and take care of it.
Gunshots. We do not want any.
No, it's not gonna be.
No, ain't nobody gonna shoot at you. Nobody gonna.
At the end of the day,
I don't want to shoot at anyone.
We gonna. I'm
you on the east side. The east side might get a little rap, but they straight. They straight in
This
their
nigga's
mouth.
Could you possibly give us
wild.
a little rundown of the third generation Crippin' as it was taught to you?
Third generation Crippin' is my generation, homie. All the homies that's between 58 to 61. Third generation in my set, you know what I'm saying?
How quick would a generation turn around in the Crips? It's like 3 or 4 years as a generation?
No, within a 5-year span.
Almost like a high school class.
Right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? First generation are the homies who started Avalon Crip. The second generation is the homies that put 5 Trey on Avalon. Then we had the 5 Trey Avalons. The third generation is my generation. we came after them. And it just goes on and on and on like a wheelbarrow.
For my generation, like I remember, the George Floyd riots and everything that happened in 2020 and everything in all the cities across America. Rodney King, I believe, was the riots that happened in 92. What was it like living through the 1992 Rodney King riots?
I was in the pen.
I was right here on the block.
What was it like?
It was just like everybody was reunited. The Crips and the Bloods.
There was
unity.
unity.
I know I'm right here. I'm 12 years old. Nigga, I was born in 1980, so I know all my life. Right now, it's 2024. I know what I am. 34 years old.
44 years old. I'm about to say, are you 34 or 44?
44, right?
Yeah, I was tripping for a second.
I made a mistake.
Yeah, I was tripping for a second. I was like,
yeah,
we got it though. We got it.
At the same time.
I got to deal with this situation right here.
Yeah, it's popping off a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with this. Me personally, I'm going to have to deal with
let's squash that for sure. The situation that just
Gotta
happened on
make it
camera
be
was the
known.
one
You
guy
gotta go
obviously has a
deal
real
with
problem
that.
with
This
Hoover's.
shit is
And then Cartoon didn't want to put out there that there was negativity with Hoover's because he's on good terms, and there was just a big issue that popped off, and the dude pulled out, he whipped out immediately.
We witnessed a little bit of what happens is self-regulation. The situations that have built up in places like this, a single image, a single thought, a single word.
Yeah.
You say the wrong word.
Much deeper consequences.
Yeah, because they carry a lot of emotion in these blocks. It's never going to be 100% safe.
Can't film it. That shit wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
We could have filmed the altercation.
It wasn't even all that's regular shit.
I wasn't trying to be a fed to pull up on
No, I got you. Good looking. I'll turn it off.
I was just gonna let y'all handle your situation.
We handled it. Everything.
We shut it down.
Cool. Yeah, we good, man.
You got right to gripping. No, that was crazy.
Huh?
You got right to gripping. That was crazy.
Yeah, shit happens. And you would never think an old guy like that, huh?
No, I thought we were having a good time.
Yeah. See, shit is unpredictable.
All of a sudden, I'm looking at serious consequences in my man's hand.
I'm just saying.
So everything's good now.
Everything is wonderful.
Squashed.
Yes.
Now we're really 5-tray Avalon
I'm
Crippin.
just saying. You know what? You went through altercation with us. You know what I'm saying? You didn't tell. Don't turn nothing into the feds. You good? What's up, man?
Always.
Third game.
How does Bam Bam get down, bro? Tell us about Bam.
How you what?
How does he get down?
This is one of my childhood friends right here, man. He kind of, a lot of us kind of indulge in things, and but he a good brother. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with him my whole life. He's actually older than me. Keep a job. You know what I'm saying? Keep a car. You know what I'm saying? Don't think he a bum. He not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the pros and cons of alcohol, the good, the bad, what comes with it?
No, I don't.
Hell yeah, I respect that. I'm feeling drunk, bro. I'm like 6 shots in here.
Nah, I saw you in your other thing, bro. You got fucked up over there.
People are always shocked that I go to these hoods and that people don't hurt me or do anything bad to me. But I really feel like most places in America, if you check in and you pull up with respect, you'll be treated with respect.
You will.
Most people, if you're respectful to them, they're not just gonna fuck you up.
Right.
They might tell you to leave and you have to be respectful and leave.
Right.
But yeah.
Right.
I feel like with y'all, someone comes up respectfully, they're probably gonna be treated respectfully.
If you give respect, you get it in return right here.
Now there's always that rare moment where that don't work.
Yeah, your boy found out about those rare moments the hard way.
If y'all pull up at the wrong time, or we might have had a homie that just got shot or something, emotions running high, mad, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pull up, hey, no, get up out of here, bow, hold on, watch the bottom, hold it.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance.
Hold it right here, cuz. Let me show you where to hold it. Let it go so I can show you, cuz. No, you don't need it no more, cuz. But anyway, what y'all saying? The homie trying. No, you don't need to talk.
I got the blue rag.
Let's talk about blue handkerchief, blue rag etiquette. Yeah, what are you supposed to do with it? You put it in the back pocket?
You know what this represent? This represent Crip. That means I don't like bloods. I will kill you.
There you go again, cuz.
He's joking. He's joking.
He ain't joking, but that ain't what we talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we understand we Crips. The homie a little drunk right now, so don't trip.
We got a lot of young people that watch the channel that think a lot of the stuff that's going on the streets is cool. They want to be a part of it. Do you guys have any wisdom you could give to the youth that's up and coming in America right now?
You want the real? People watch it and you're gonna get a lot of comments on your channel. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people from different states. It's not gonna come from Cali too much, but you got a lot of people from different states like, oh, where you projecting violence, you projecting gang activity, you projecting our youth going this, that. And like even on my channel, I tell them all the time, I say, this is not a glorification, it is a fact. It's what I did, it's what we do, it's what's happening, it's what happens.
It's
you know what I'm saying? It's reality. So now, and I tell them, I tell them, I was like, look, for you youngsters out there, I do not advise you to go down this path,
But now, if you so choose to go down this path, go down this path the right way. Don't be no bust. If you gonna go down this gangster Crip path, be a real gangster Crip. Don't be no fake bust, no weirdo. Do it real. Do it 100%, or don't do it. Period.
See, man, a lot of people is forced into it, born into it. I ain't have a choice to be from somewhere else or get to choose my gang or nothing. No, everybody from right here, this is my family from right here. So it was a point of time, you know, when they do something to my peoples, it's a must, you know, that shit hurt. Somebody come shoot your cousin or something. What you gonna do? You gonna feel hurt, right? Yeah. You gonna wanna go do something to them people, right?
Yeah, my brother passed away from a heart attack. If someone had done something to him,
you would have wanted to do something, right? You would have wanted to do something. That's your brother. These is my uncles. These is my brothers, my cousins. These ain't just homeboys that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? These are people that done changed my diapers.
Well,
These is family members.
I think people that are even really removed from gangbanging can understand if someone comes and hurts your family member or your friend, you would want to retaliate.
Exactly.
And that's why a lot of the
So that's what a lot of violence be coming from, is somebody doing something, and then a lot of shit be dick and pussy. You know, a lot of these niggas be tender dick, and you know what I'm saying? They mad because your girlfriend over here shaking ass with the homies, and they see it, oh, fuck Avalon, but you ain't did nothing to none of us, and you scared to come over here. You just mad your bitch over here loving on. Me advising new kids to gangbang and all that, you feel me? Yeah. I don't advise you to do this shit. This shit ain't really too cool for school, but you know what I'm saying? You'll get better results going to school and, you know, getting your education, even though, like you said, what you tell me in that parking lot, you went to school to be a teacher. You don't even do that shit no more. Yeah. So 90% of the motherfuckers that go to school and go to college and get them degrees and shit, they don't even use them when they get out of school. We teach them how to get some money around this motherfucker. Y'all don't teach financial wealth in school, sir.
You come out of school with 6 figures of debt.
Okay, we're live. We're live.
Off the back,
Come on.
Off the
back. Duo is back, and we brought the last one with us. We're not playing.
Vernon Avenue, they let me out. Dead homies on Vernon Ave. 4 times 10, and they let me out on the hood day. Glove hat. Love you like you love you. Vernon Avenue, sword day.
Okay.
Jump back. Dead
How
homies
is April
off the
2nd?
back.
How is April 2nd your hood day?
No, 4 times 10, this whole goddamn month. Goddamn. This whole month. 4 times 10, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 8, 4 times 10 with the gang at the end. Vernon Avenue. And y'all here.
Yeah.
Y'all coming.
We're coming to hood day. 410 is your hood day.
4 times 10, but we represent the 6, the 7, and the 8. We represent this whole month.
So the whole first part of the month before the 10th, but the 11th is kind of over.
No. We represent this whole month. Check y'all coming to the set day. 4 times 10. Vernon Avenue, I'm back. Dead homies, love like you love it. Vernon Avenue, Crip, I'm tripping.
He got even more aggressive.
Dead homies,
He said he's tripping.
He got even more aggressive than last time.
Man, let's run this motherfucker.
All right, so, hey, I just want to inform you of something, is that we're doing this as a members-only stream, so only our hardcore fans are watching right now live. But then we're going to cut the clips up and run it like a normal interview.
Man, they can do what the they want. Vernon Avenue, Crip, better tell me this. I'm back. Vernon Avenue. Let's run this.
I said that just so that the fans know that if they want to donate.
Shout out to all my motherfucking fans. Vernon Avenue. The back, I'm back. Dead homies.
Yeah.
Nigga me.
You seem like you got more aggressive while you were locked up.
I was in there. What the you mean? Let's run this motherfucker.
I feel like this is the beginning part. We're going to talk about you being locked up and getting out.
Look.
That's kind of where we're at right now.
So what we talking about right now?
We're talking about you being locked up.
Wild, bro.
Okay, how'd you get locked up?
Awesome bunk parole officer, janky ass parole officer. I'm doing a video shoot. He let Crash know where I'm at because I got Ank Mank on my leg. So he letting him know where I'm at. They pull up, jump out 6, 7 cars deep with him on the phone, talking about gang members at the video shoot. Book me. Book me on some bunk. Give me 2 months up in that motherfucker. Do 2 months in a week.
So when I was with Rosenberg, he told me that this is almost like a street beef that you have with your parole guy, because he knows that you're doing whatever you want to do, so he's watching you, he's monitoring you, and then once you're in a hot spot, he calls the cops. He's not catting out. That's what we expect Lush to be doing at the end of this episode. But then he'll tell the cops, hey, he's in this spot, go get him. And then all of a sudden, otherwise, how would 6 cars swarm
the cold part about it. See, he violated my rights like I talked to my lawyer. You know what I'm talking about, Rosenberg. Shout out to my lawyer, Rosenberg. Off the mother back.
We had him on the No Jumper show in order to keep the 4 Extra lore going.
But see, this the mother one right here. See, he letting Crash know if I pull up and do a video shoot, He letting Crash know, hey, he's right here, pull up. I'm doing a video shoot, they pulling up, jumping out. It could be one gang member there. Boom, he violating your bunk. He a mother fan with his weird ass. He steady fucking me for no reason.
But shouldn't you not be dissing him because he's gonna watch
Man,
this?
go all that. Vernon Avenue Crip, dead on I'm on June 1st. Go all that.
That's
That
kinda
nigga
far.
booked me for no reason. He just had me in jail for 2 months for no reason.
It's
April. I'm supposed to say.
It's April.
Yeah, glove hats. I'm out. Vernon Avenue, nigga.
Okay.
Dead on me.
Wait, okay.
So they switch you
They
out?
let the wrong motherfucker out.
So
let's run this mother.
They didn't even catch you with a blick or nothing. They just caught you hanging out.
Just at a video shoot. At a video shoot, he gave me 180.
So they said violation, basically?
Violation off the bat.
Yeah.
I'm like, what type of shit is that? He tried to give me 180. My lawyer whacked his ass and got him from 125 with half. Stop playing. Give nigga me, lock it in, all the way off the bat.
Because when I went to your court date, there was a lot of talk that maybe you would have been able to just get out like that day and shit.
Nah,
but then he ended up
that's why
doing...
they gave me 125. They gave me one. They was trying to give me 180 with half, but they gave me 125. My lawyer got me 125 with half. I just got the fuck out of my wristband right here.
Right.
I just got out. Look, I got the same fucking clothes on. I'm fresh. I come straight up here.
No way. That's not what you were wearing in there.
That's on Vernon Avenue.
You were wearing those pants? No. But that's what you wear. That's what you were wearing when you got locked up.
Yeah, on Vernon Avenue. I'm coming straight here. I'm tripping on Vernon Avenue.
And your clothes were still clean from before.
On Vernon Avenue, nigga. I stay fitted with dead homies on Vernon Avenue.
You got the Barclays.
Dead homies. I stay fitted, nigga, and I stay with a pocket full of cash.
Woo! That's right.
Hell, me on Vernon Avenue, nigga. You see it? This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new, dead homies. I'm gonna get out, and I'm gonna still do it. I'm gonna run it up on these niggas. Oh, look, these niggas over there. They Vernon Avenue Crip. It's 4 times 10 here today. Glove hats.
Are you sure you didn't stop by the Scante spot on the way here?
Tripping.
Because you have a lot of energy. God.
What?
What do you even do when he does that? Like, how do you
brace yourself?
God! You feel the bones in your hand breaking. Yo, I can't keep looking at Cam Girl. We gotta get off the screen.
Hey, look.
Yeah, I can't look at Gina View's YouTube channel. Yeah, this is good enough. Yeah. All right, there you go. Much better. But okay. So you're posted up. The cops tell you like straight up, we're arresting you because you violated.
They bounce out. They like, we got your parole officer on the phone. I'm like, what? He like, yeah. He said, come here. You violating. You shouldn't be over here. It's gang members here. I'm like, gang members? Who's gang member? He like, 1, 2. It's 2 gang. What the f you talking about? We had a video shoot. Oh, he said violate you. Well, we said take you to jail. I'm like, take me to jail. He said, call him. He gonna talk to you. Before you know it, I go there. He said, ain't nothing to talk about. You getting violated. He booked.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm like, what type of weird shit is this? So you telling me I can't even do my job? I can't do no video shoots. I can't do nothing. As soon as I pop up, you pulling up. You letting them know where I'm at because I got Ink Mank on. You tracking me, sending them to where I'm at. As soon as you see one person that look like a gang member, I'm getting violated. So I've been in there. I looked at the violations. They told me I had like 9, 10 violations.
When did you realize that your PO and you like kind of weren't seeing eye to eye?
When he kept booking me for the same shit. He keep booking me for the same exact shit. So when my lawyer was on him, my lawyer like, he's getting booked for the same exact shit. He out here, he up in the community. He ain't doing shit. He got a job and all that. And you telling me you booking him, you ain't trying to rehabilitate him. You trying to send him back to prison. Yeah. You steady booking him for the same exact shit for being around somebody.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Everybody in LA is affiliated with something with gangbanging.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So you telling me if I'm around you right now and you got some tattoos, I'm going to jail?
Yeah,
what type of shit? That don't even make sense.
Do you think your PO might have a hard-on for the ops?
Man, I don't know, but I tell you one thing. Every time the fuck I look up, the Crash pulling up, and they always talking about they got him on the phone. He talking about violating.
On the phone? This dude is a grimy dude.
He jumped. Look, I'm telling you, they put up when they put up and jumped out. He was on the phone.
Is there a possibility that he's a custer?
Is he a what? A buster?
A custer.
Man, that nigga full blown.
You don't say custer?
Man, custer, whatever you want to call it, custer, buster, full blown. And the nigga, you violating me after this show, you motherfucker. I got my lawyer waiting on your ass.
But you have to actually behave yourself. You can't be pulling up to Jeremy's Liquor.
Look, check this out. I could go to the liquor store and get something to drink all I want to.
Yeah, but you can't hang out 20 deep.
No, we not. That's the point.
Okay.
He see one person, he's saying that's a violation.
So your video shoot, was it in the hood?
It was at a store. You get what I'm saying? But it wasn't at a known store that we all be at. It was just at a store. We was filming and 2 people was there. And we was other rappers there. That's the cold part about it. You get what I'm saying? So you just book me for no fucking reason. You booking me for no fucking reason. And then when I call you and tell you what's going on, the only thing you tell me is, oh, it ain't nothing to talk about. You getting violated. Talk to the judge. What the?
Yeah, that's lame.
Bananas. Damn.
But I would like to assure your PO that you're doing great work. You know what I'm saying? And like,
Yeah, all that bush. Hey, I don't give a. He violated me. He trying to violate me. I get off parole June 1st. Call that.
But okay, this is the thing that I feel like you have to get through your skull is that you got to play the game.
I've been playing the game. This is the point. How
But
you
you've
playing the
been
game?
losing at the game because they keep checking you for doing shit in the game.
So right now I'm driving. I can stop right now. I can stop anywhere between burning. As soon as I stop, it seems like crash popped the fuck up. And it's not different officers. It's the same police that keep taking me down, the same crash officers.
Right.
And this the third time they didn't do this. He jumped out, and every time when he jumped out, this what he jumped out, he walked up, he said, your parole officer on the phone. He said to violate, so I'm like, what the f is this?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So they jumping out my parole officer on the phone.
Yeah. Okay. So past that, they arrest you. They bring you to where? L.A. County Jail?
They send me to L.A. County Jail.
And
To the 2000 floor.
They check you in.
And they send me to 26. They send me to 25, 27 first. Over there, that's the homie module. 25, 27. I was over there for like a week. The single man cells, one man cells with the roller phone.
Okay.
That shit bumped though.
One man cell.
Yeah,
for
one
a
man
week.
cell with the roller phone. Yeah, I'm on the tier with like 5 of the homies from the hood.
Okay, so you just saw the clip, but did you know that you can watch this entire interview right now before it's released to the public, uncensored, by becoming a member for just $5 a month, and there's a lot of other crazy benefits as well. So make sure you hit the link down in the description and sign up. Appreciate you.
There's a driver from a small town in California who walked away with $80,000 after their accident last month. Here's the shocking part. They didn't win the lottery, they didn't inherit a dime, and they never dealt with shady insurance companies or expensive lawyers. Instead, they used a simple tool so effective that insurance companies and law firms want it gone. It's called the Case Connect Compensation Calculator, and it's putting major cash back into the pockets of everyday Americans. Here's how it works. Answer 4 quick questions about your car accident, and then find out instantly if you qualify for compensation. Then it can connect you with a specialist who will fight to get the money for you for free. All it takes is 60 seconds. Don't wait, don't miss out. If you've been injured in a recent car accident, click the link below and see what you're owed before they pull this down. Click below and see what you're owed.
Wix gives you the freedom to tell your story. With a professional
Thug back to jail. And it all stems from a couple of tweets that Young Thug posted yesterday. Tweets are not illegal. This is America. We have freedom.
For decades, our country has been looted, pillaged. For decades, our country has been looted, pillaged.
Bracing for impact.
The Viral Way podcast, who, believe it or not, we were already planning on having them
so
on.
the 16 participates in a hoax to overhype this show only to feature this.
I showed up to No Jumper. I did.
Virginia, hello y'all. Virginia, hello y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello y'all, welcome back. Get murder here, he counting money. He said, Cam, man, the hell with rap. I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, man. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vickers. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah, I don't like niggas. What's wrong with me? I'm alright, nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. Now I'm looking say he takes flight.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and Missouri, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog app. Use code MACECAM or STAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits with your first deposit and a free pick. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mace and Cam.
Killer was good, man.
Murder, what up, man? How you doing this morning?
Chilling, man. I'm on my phone. They saying we viral on TikTok. I didn't know people watch me on TikTok.
Still blown away. They love you on TikTok. You're very quotable. You and Cam both.
Killer, I might be a guru of the new millennium on TikTok. I'm a TikTok guru.
Yeah, nothing shocks me about myself, though. That's just usually what I do. If you're shocked by it, I dig it. Surprised it may be new coming back to the scene. This is just usually what I've been doing for the last 30 years. Doesn't really shock me.
I wrote down you was gonna say that answer. You put the camera on stop. I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna say that. Nothing surprising. You know what, kid? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna get some shades and. Do your part on TikTok.
Oh, you should. You have to. Yes.
Yo, nothing surprising me.
But you got a lot. I mean, I haven't been on there recently, but I know you got a lot of quotables last season on TikTok. A whole lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I knew. I told you. I knew you was gonna say that.
I'm happy that you knew that, because that means you know me. That's good. I'm glad I'm working with somebody who knows what's going on with it.
Oh man.
But now we need to see more of y'all, especially you, Mace. Mace is starting, I think, TikTok now, right? Is that what it?
I'm starting.
Starting TikTok, and I love that because I love TikTok. So
yeah, you're always on TikTok.
I am. That's why I be doing the dances. I can't get y'all to do the dances with me, but it's okay. You guys do other things. That's fine.
That was good.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to start with the Warriors. So the Warriors beat the Grizzlies 134-125. They were tied, but they surpassed them to take the 5th seed. Steph almost passed Clay's three-point record for most in a game, but he had 12. So how first, just in this game, Mace, how are you feeling about Steph's gameplay before we talk about the Warriors as a whole?
I mean, when you look at the way Steph's playing, it just seems like, and Killer, you can help me out with this after I state it, but you know, like when you got this explosive game, or you got this game that's built off a fast twitch, but it seemed like that game can diminish as you get older. The way he's playing, I don't think as you get older it changes. Like, because as you get older as basketball players, guys start making more jump shots. With him doing this at a younger age, and this being his game for the longest, he's not banking on athleticism to be this good. He's banking on IQ and shot selection and follow through. And that's something, he could be this dangerous for a very long time. That's scary. It seemed like if he win another championship, we're going to have to put him right there with Magic, and this is crazy because I didn't want to do that. You know, I'm stuck in my times.
Okay, that's valid. At least you're honest. Cam, what do you think? How do you feel about Steph's gameplay? And then would you rank him up there, like Mace is saying, even though Mace hasn't committed yet? But what are your thoughts?
I'm not sensational, and then at the end of the day, Steph Curry knows what time of year it is. This playoffs coming up. Not only that, I know we're going to talk about the game in a minute, but this game had big implications on seeding when the playoffs come up. But as far as Steph Curry's play, it's great. And I don't think it's anything new. Well, Steph Curry's 37 years old, so he's no spring chicken. But at the end of the day, when you have people who retire early that people still want it, let's think about this, right? Reggie Miller, he retired, but people were begging him to come back. He was still in shape. He still could shoot. And they were begging him to come back to Indiana Pacers. Let's think about Ray Allen. Ray Allen took a while to decide to retire because people wanted to sign Ray Allen when he retired because he was still in shape and he still could shoot. When you can shoot, you'll always have a job. I don't think age matters, and of course, after a while, age is going to matter. But Steph looks like he takes care of his body, well nutrition, stays in shape, and he's a shooter. And the people I just named, we thought they were probably the best shooters until Steph Curry came along. But if you can shoot, you'll have a job in the NBA. And Steph just isn't a great shooter. He gets to the basket, creates shots. Not only that, he's in a great offense that Steve Kerr puts together. Draymond Green, to me, is more or less the point guard facilitating everything, and we'll call him a point forward. But Steph isn't even a traditional point guard. He'll bring the ball up and distribute as well, but he plays off the ball a lot. But this isn't really shocking because I kind of seen this before with Ray Allen and Reggie Miller. Now, to the level of Steph Curry, no, not at all, because Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time. But people who can shoot and stay in shape and play off the ball, catch and shoot, they'll always have a job. As far as putting them next to Magic, it's kind of close. Like May said, I'm kind of stuck in my times as well. When it comes to Magic Johnson, we got to think about this. Magic Johnson won a total of 5 championships in a 10-year span. Not only won 5 championships, I believe he went to 7 or 8 championships during that decade. Not only that, he got, we all know he contracted the HIV virus, which cut his career short. We don't know how far Magic Johnson would have got if he didn't contract the virus. So I'm not going to say that. And then not only that, you never seen a 6'9" point guard at that particular time. I don't know a 6'9" point guard right now. So we're not just saying a person who can bring the ball up. Of course, we have people like the Joker or Giannis and so on and so forth who since the game elevated, can bring the ball up and everything. I'm talking about somebody who runs the offense, somebody who invented Showtime, fast breaking in L.A. with Pat Riley and the boys, James Worthy, Byron Scott, and everybody else, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. A lot of people are old enough to know it, so they're going to say, oh, Steph Curry this. But I give a lot of credit, and as well as Steph Curry, to people who revolutionized the game, which Magic Johnson did, and Steph Curry is doing that too. So if he does get one more, it's going to be a hard choice to make between those two for me. But right now, I still have Magic Johnson. I have Steph Curry.
That's valid. So now we have a lot of Grizzly talk. So in the game, Ja Morant appeared to make a gun gesture like this to the Warriors bench, which is sparking a lot of controversy. Do you guys have a problem with that gesture coming from Ja Morant? Mace, gonna let you go first. What do you think?
Say that again.
Yeah, Ja Morant was going like this with the guns to the Warriors bench at the end of the game, even though the Grizzlies lost. How do you feel about that?
All of that is just I don't want to see no guns with Ja Morant. No, I don't want to see no guns in Memphis, period. Just nothing that got to do with guns should come from Ja or Memphis. It's just poor timing. You know what I'm saying? You know how you do a joke and everybody look at you and nobody's laughing? Like, this Ja, just no, just no, just stop. It's like a drunk uncle that tell you, hey, I'm about to take this shot. I'm playing around. Be like, bro, you done already ruined your life with the drinking. Just don't take the shot. This is what I'm looking at when I'm thinking about Ja Morant. Like, don't play no gun gestures. Just think about this. The guy you're guarding just had 52 and 10. What does this mean? Or do you think he's going to... I don't even want to say it. See, and then when we say it, they'd say, oh, the media be taking it too far. No, Ja, you got to really stop this, man. You got to really stop this. You had a great game. You shot pretty well. More than pretty well. You shot 14 for 22. You had 36 points. But the guy you're guarding had 52 and 10. If he had 10 rebounds, Killer, that's too much for a point guard to be getting in rebounds. So if a point guard is getting 10 rebounds, you're not boxing him out. Something is wrong. And to say he had 52 points, he's making a career high night on you. Don't do that, Ja. You're supposed to be dominating. He's supposed to be dominating Stephen Curry.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Listen, first and foremost, we know and it hasn't really excelled to what we thought it would be because of how Draymond Green and John Morant a few years ago, like I said on previous shows, battling before John Morant got hurt in that Western Conference semifinals when Jordan Poole grabbed his knee or whatever the case may be. Ever since then, it's been chippy between Golden State and Memphis. The reason why this rivalry haven't excelled is because John Morant hasn't been available the last few seasons because of injuries and because of guns. Not these. The ones that's in the videos on Instagram, the real ones, and so on and so forth. You know, we had a thing the other day where we talked about how the NFL is saying no more guns, and I was making jokes how, you know, this can't kill you, this and the third. And if it's part of the job where you work at that you can't do that, then you can't do that. Me and Mace luckily work for ourselves, so we're allowed to do this if we want to do this, knowing it wouldn't hurt anybody, and plus we put the right message out. This is definitely not the right message from John Morant. To be totally honest with you, and I'm not pumping this, if he gets suspended, I would not be surprised. You know who you want to may have this conversation with, who did all this? Gilbert Arenas. Actually, where that got him, doing that after he got caught with real guns. He got suspended. Then the first game when he got suspended, the first game after coming back from suspension, he comes out the huddle like this. You know who else got suspended? Swaggy P. You know why Swaggy P got suspended for this? Because he was acting like one of the people that Gilbert shot. He went, and Swaggy P fell out. He fell out from a fake bullet. He got suspended from a fake bullet. So this looks like it may lead to suspension because you already have a reputation of this. If you didn't have a reputation of this, you make it off with a warning, but you do not want to get suspended at this particular moment. Like I was just talking about this previous question, this game had big playoff implications. If you're fighting for the 5th and the 6th seed, the 5th and the 6th seed, with Minnesota right in the 7th seed, you don't want to get bumped to the 7th seed and be in the play-in. And then you have to, and eventually maybe miss the playoffs. So I think this was really, really not necessary at this particular time. I want to see John Morant play in the playoffs. And yeah, we don't know where this is going to lead to after the NBA season. Now he didn't have a pistol set. You said he had the shotty, AK.
Yeah,
he
now,
had 2 hands.
now
Yeah, or he had 2 guns.
And all the Warriors on the bench were like,
yeah, they're like, bro, you already been out
so
the league for this.
Exactly. So the point being is this was not a smart move, especially with the seeding on the line. This game actually put the Warriors up a half a game ahead of Memphis in standings right now. That's how serious this game was. And like May said, when somebody scored 52 in the same position you play, you have to think about this. You got to think about you're 24, probably 24, 25, maybe your oldest. 36 points, very athletic. You were 3rd team All-NBA, or 2nd team All-NBA before all the bullshit started happening. And the old man came out and kicked your ass tonight. And not only kicked your ass, went ahead of you on the seedings. And then not only went ahead of you on the seedings, had 52-10.
Yeah.
Not now. This is not the time. This is not.
He should have did this.
First of all, for Ja, it's never the time. You cannot do this anymore. It's never the time to do this anymore, Ja. You're done with all this. You have to stop. You come to the game when you're not playing in a Pooh Shiesty. We know it's you. You know why? Because you're going to create attention because it's the Pooh Shiesty. As much as I fuck with Ja and I love what Ja's doing, I don't think it's the right people in his ear. And to me, and I'm not ever judging because I salute all fathers, whether it's Serena Williams' father, Michael Jackson's father, LeVar Ball, and everything else. But sometimes his father looks like he with all this. You know what I'm saying? And you raised a great young man. I seen you guys 30 for 30 at E60 it was. And I was like, yo, this is really, really a great spot for a guy who trained his son, had all his son's friends come over, put them in mad drills, so on and so forth. But sometimes, to me, my personal opinion, it seems like T. Morant is living through Ja. You have to realize T. Morant played basketball too. He played basketball with Ray Allen, matter of fact, person I just named in this segment. And he may be living through his son. Because even when the time, you got to think about this, when the Memphis Grizzlies or whoever it was going to have this fallout with Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was sitting courtside and was about to fight all the Memphis Grizzlies. And T. Morant wasn't really a person to be like, yo, chill out, guys. Yo, this isn't time to do this. Y'all are bugging. He seemed like he was more of a player for the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, don't get me wrong. You want to ride out for your son and your team and everything else, but you're not playing. And you're sitting next to Shannon. That shit could have been, you could have helped diffuse the situation, but you didn't. You excited. And sometimes I think his father is living through him. If he is, that's great. But you got to tell him when, you bug. And I'm not saying he doesn't. I just have no idea. I'm just telling you from what is perceived.
Yeah, right now, Ja's focus should be to come in the arena as a not a older man, but he got to show some maturity because they're asking him to lead a franchise and see how we're talking about this over and over. Ja Morant, T. Morant, the way we're talking about this is what other people are saying. I wish I had a number or something where I could have called you and told you this, but because we're on the air, I have to share this. So as you have this history and you're doing things like this, it just evoke all the old emotions. It's like a girl seeing a guy go like this that hit her before. You don't get to raise your hand. You got to be a different person. You gotta work on your mannerisms, man. Cause you're an amazing basketball player, and you just don't want to lose that opportunity because this is a pattern. If you feel good doing this, then you may think it's good to have the hammer with you once in a while. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we just don't want to see nothing bad happen with you or to you.
Okay, so we have more to discuss about the Grizzlies because they've just had a lot going on in the past couple of weeks. So Jaren Jackson Jr. was asked about the Grizzlies' struggles after losing to the Celtics. So this was before they even lost to the Warriors. They lost to the Celtics 117 to 103. He said, "We've had wins, we've had losses. Ain't no reason to feel like crazy, like it could always be worse. You could be homeless." So Mace, what's your opinion on his response? And then do you just think they're on a downward spiral, or do you think that there's still some hope there?
This is what I'm talking about. Before you even said that question, you realize this is what I'm talking about. Like, as you start going in a direction, it's your words, it's your actions, it's your body language. Like you could just see it, and I'm gonna take the high road, Killer. You handle this. I'm gonna say a prayer for Ja and T. Morant because this is an important family to basketball. It's an important family to the culture as well. So I'm definitely gonna do that. Killer, it's on you.
No, John Morant didn't say that. Jared Jackson said that. And basically, just to be clearer, just for the audience that didn't understand, basically he was asked about losing, and to sum it up quickly, he said, "Hey, losing's losing. Look, you can always be homeless." Jared Jackson said that, and when I heard that, I guess he's right technically, but
Yeah, I'm saying this is the aura that is giving off,
So, but if you're a Memphis Grizzlies season ticket holder, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear, well, we can always be homeless. And he's right. And I don't want to disrespect the homeless because I don't want to belittle being homeless. But if you're paying a lot of money for tickets to go see your team win, this is not one of the slogans that you hear going into the playoffs. So I don't really have an answer on that because I don't want to act like, yo, fuck out of here. Because homeless is a big deal. It isn't.
But what does homeless...
Hundreds of, one second, brother. When they're paying you hundreds of millions of dollars to win, to be honest with you, this goes back to firing their coach right before the playoffs start. They haven't won a game since they fired their coach. And I said this was a terrible time to do this. From what I was gathering the last day or two, after I told you I had no idea why they would fire their coach, that this was personal, etc., so on and so forth. From what I was understanding, and the information I was given, that the front office didn't like the offense that the coach was running for the Memphis Grizzlies, and they was asking to change up his offense, so on and so forth, and he wasn't with it. Then they go to some of the players such as Ja Morant, and Ja Morant kind of co-signed it. Basically said, I'm not saying Ja Morant got the coach fired, but he basically like, I don't really dig the offense we're running. Not saying he ain't like the coach. He kind of basically said, I agree with you guys. I'm not digging this offense. And so basically management probably, and that's all the information I got. But from that information I've got, what I'm taking is management went to him and said, we want this offense ran. He said, this is what I'm running. Ja Morant already co-signed with the front office, and they was like, all right, fuck this, basically, get out of here, we'll wing it.
It sparked an idea. And the idea was, I would put up $100K of my own money for any street chick. Huh? For any street chick who think. Yeah. Any street chick or boxer who think that they can beat me. If you can beat me in a fight, baby, you can beat me in a fight. I will reward you $100K. I meant that. It sparked an idea.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. And then that's when I went into the back cocking, where I cocked back like that. And then bring myself back up again. I knew that there's a music breakdown in the middle of the song with a bass. Boom, 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 boom. So there's a music breakdown. So I saved that part of the song to do the backslide. And so I set it up, and when I knew it was coming,
so all the kids are going, wow, that looks great. How do you do that?
okay, I'm ready, let's go.
Day trading without computer algorithms is actually the dumbest thing you
Coca-Cola was invented by a Confederate colonel that got a saber wound in the Civil War, got addicted to morphine, and he's like, I gotta cure my morphine addiction. So he just mixed together caffeine, wine, and cocaine. He's like, I don't feel like doing morphine anymore because I can't feel my face. Starts producing it. 6 months later, Fulton County in Atlanta is like, we're banning alcohol, so he has to switch over to carbonated water, but it tastes like shit, so he just adds a bunch of sugar instead. Sells it to a pharmacist, and the pharmacist is like, we're gonna market this as such, and I can't afford the U.S. government. And the reason is, most of they take the cocaine out and just add more sugar. And then World War II rolls around. Coca-Cola then comes around and is like, we're going to guarantee that any troop, no matter where he's at, can buy a cold Coca-Cola for 5 cents. They were losing money for every soda sold. In exchange, they turned around to the government and was like, what if we used government tax dollars to create 65 bottling plants all over the globe? And they did it. Hitler's favorite drink was Coca-Cola. So the German Coca-Cola guys were like, we're going to make our own soda. That's where Fanta comes from. Coca-Cola was invented by a Confederate colonel that got a saber.
Faith Evans' 4 children. How much are they worth now? China.
Let me show you why I stopped paying for
My whole thing when I feel disrespected is okay, watch. Dead ass. Bet.
Dead ass.
That's it. I got one word. Bet.
No to self. No to self.
Yeah. Word, nigga. Bet. I remember, I swear to God, man, I was in school stat. I had about a few pair of jeans, maybe 3, 4. And I even used to wash my jeans all the time. These girls from Brooklyn used to be in our school. They had like a little crew. Pache, what was the fucking them bitches' name? Pache, whatever them bitches in Brooklyn.
Aisha.
Yeah.
I know you.
Yeah, the Brooklyn crew, the little dancers and shit. And we was in the lunchroom one day, and I said, son, we was going back and forth about something. She said, shut up, your jeans are so dirty, I can't even argue with you. I was like,
yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, yeah.
I'm a Brooklyn chick, dude.
Yeah, it was Brooklyn. Said, bitch, I'm on my DOS effect shit. Fuck is you talking about?
Your gangster rap outfit.
But the more the story is, you see, I'm talking about some shit that's over 30 years ago.
You still remember it.
'Cause I'm looking for. I haven't seen her since I've been on. I've been waiting to see outside the barricades. Yo, kid, I've been waiting for one of these.
Her name was Pasha, I think.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. My whole thing when I feel disrespected is okay, watch. Dead ass. Bet. That's it. I got one word. Bet.
No to self. No to self.
Yeah. Word, nigga. Bet. I remember, I swear to God, man.
Good Talk News, we on fire.
Yo, what's good, man?
Day is the
and he's met.
Senior Counselor for Trade and Manufacturing, Peter Navarro. All right, Peter, I think everybody wants to know, is this a long-term strategy or is this just a negotiating tactic to get other countries to drop?
Celtics have won 9 straight, hosting the Heat.
Simplest way in 2025 to put $500,000 profit in your bank account from any country at any age is to do AI automation.
The Celtics have won 9 straight, hosting the Heat. Joe Mazzulla, the Eastern Conference Coach of the Month in March, as you might guess. And look out in the break. Nice job, Tyler Hero finishes there. Heat up 13. Hero, the handle, great vision to find Haywood Highsmith. Celtics shot you 16 of 43 in the first half, 3 of 8 from 3, and the Heat had the lead by 14. Into the third quarter, here come the Celtics. Tatum, that distinctive release is pure. Now it's Jaylen Brown's turn. All 3 of these, 8-point game. Tatum stops, pulls, 6-point game. 12 minutes on the clock in the fourth. Well, at this point, actually 9:45. And Hero buries that three, and the lead is back to 9. Hero, good find to Adebayo. He had 21 and 6. Davion Mitchell, catch and shoot three. And that's going to do it for the Celtics winning streak. It's also their largest home loss since October 22nd. And they fall to 56 and 20. Meanwhile, the East leaders in Cleveland, they're 60 and 15, hosting New York. New York is comfortably at 3. Their issue is they have not played well against the best teams in both the East and the West, meaning Cleveland, Boston, and OKC. That is a 3 from Donovan Mitchell. 3-point game, and Mitchell is on one. Into the fourth, the lead is now 10. The Spider has 27 on the night. And after OG Anunoby was awesome in the first, oh my, it's Cleveland in the second. Jared Allen, nasty. 40th double-digit win this season. Cavs, big winners.
I wanted to look like Bron trying to bring it back. I looked at the replay, nothing close.
The thing about really tall guys is it's hard to look as good dunking. It's very difficult to look as good dunking. But I give the man credit. Headband, ultra perm, the whole bit. Big victory for Cleveland. Second most wins, or I should say it ties their second most wins in a season with the dub over New York on Wednesday. Last time they reached 61, April 6, 2010, and that right there, their starting lineup. How about the big man in the middle? Hickson, LeBron, Shaq, Anthony Parker, Mo Williams. Our big man, Kendrick Perkins, joins us. And Perk, there's a line, I think, in the East pretty clearly drawn right now underneath Boston and Cleveland. Yeah, I know New York's there, but as I say, their record against the best teams in the East hadn't been great. If I narrow it down to just those two as we speak early April, who do you like better, Cleveland or Boston?
I'm going with the defending champs, Scott. I mean, you know, when you look at the Boston Celtics, you know, when healthy, they have zero flaws, right? They brought back their entire championship team, and I'm looking at their starting five, and they have each one of those guys are elite two-way players. I'm looking at the Cavs, and I'm like, the Cavs with those two small guards and Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland are going to get picked on. But when I see the Boston Celtics, they have 5 different guys, or maybe even 6 if you include old man Al Horford, that can take over a game and dominate in great fashion and be the leading scorer. So again, the Cavs, right, if they don't make it to the NBA Finals, which I believe they won't, it's okay. I'm just a little bit concerned about who is the second option. Evan Mobley, right? Can he be that X factor? Can he be dominant enough to go out there and get 25 and 12 in the series? I just don't see that yet, and that's okay. But again, the Cavs have taken a tremendous leap this season. They're just not on the level of the Boston Celtics.
I understand what you're saying, and I mean there's a certain amount of inherent trust and buy-in when we've seen it from Boston. They are the reigning champions. I understand what you mean there. Unlike the East, which appears to be relatively straightforward, the West has got OKC a mile ahead of everybody. But man, there's some pretty compelling teams on that back end. Teams who've done it. Teams who've got guys who've done it. As you look at the back end in the West, is there a team that you think could ultimately prove to be a threat to the Thunder?
It is, Scott, and guess what? It's a team in L.A., and it's not the Lakers. It's the Los Angeles Clippers. This is a team that has one of the best coaches in the game in Tyronn Lue. This is a team that has James Harden, who has been balling all season long, made the All-Star team. And now they have Kawhi Leonard Jordan, who's looking healthy again, looking like the Kawhi of old. And then you throw in a sprinkle of the big fella in the middle, Zubac, who's averaging a monster double-double right now, who's one of the most underrated centers in the game. And you have veterans around them. Nicholas Batum, a guy that's going to be a star in this role. Norman Powell, he should have been an all-star this year. Derrick Jones Jr., Scott, think about it. He went to the finals last year with the Dallas Mavericks and played a major role with those in helping them get to the NBA Finals. So watch out for the Clippers. I actually had them as my sleeper in the Western Conference.
I'm glad that you mentioned him because, look, we understand why folks are going to pay attention to the other team in L.A. because of who they are and who they've got there in LeBron James. But this Clipper team, I'm with you on Kawhi. I mean, that guy's been an absolute monster when he's right in the playoffs. So we will keep an eye on them along with you. And I look forward as we get closer to playoff time to talking with you, hopefully a little bit more often. Thank you, Perk. Ed Holmgren's thrown on a headset and stops by. Hey, Chet, it's Scott Van Pelt. Thank you for visiting with me. I see you got the fellas with you as always. It's a team thing. I appreciate that so much about your crew. I asked Shea about this when he was on with me a couple weeks ago, and I want to ask you your thought. You guys are as connected as any team in the league. How critical is that to what we're seeing from you guys nightly?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on, Scott. You know, it's extremely important. It's a team game, so you got to come out here and be a team, and we just try to embody that every single night, on and off the court. Have fun with each other, and you know, have fun on the court too.
You're in an interesting position because you've had the one forever, and so I'm just interested, how do you kind of balance the energy and the need to kind of keep playing and winning nightly when you know that you're going to be the one when the playoffs get there? Like, what's that kind of balancing act like?
Just understanding the bigger picture, what we're working towards. You know, it's not about, you know, looking at standings and everything. It's coming out every single night and trying to get better and trusting that leaves us in a good spot when we need it the most.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is outrageous. His talent it looks easy. I know it's not. What's the thing he does nightly, Chet, that impresses you the most?
The way he comes out and leads. He leads by example. You know, he's a hell of a player, but he's also a hell of a character too. High character guy, and you know, we kind of feed off of that.
All right, this is a risky move on live television, but could you throw the headset on AC Fresh's head real quick? I got to ask him a quick question. Here we go.
I got you.
All right.
What's up?
Hey, it's Scott Van. Yeah, this is your boy.
brother.
This is your boy Scott Van Pelt. I just want to. This is very important. You're not Chet Holmgren, but the people at home get it. I just want to tell you how proud I am of you embracing this life, the bald lifestyle.
Yeah.
There was a time when there was a question mark, but you've gone full-on bald guy, and I hope you feel liberated and happy.
I'm the freest I've ever been, Scott.
There he is.
Hey, we got beef though. You just took our basketball coach.
Oh, I knew that was coming up.
Well, I mean,
I knew that was coming
I'm
up.
gonna have to text you about that.
All right. Well, there's a
Go
whole
work on
lot
the
of
swing.
stuff.
I'll see you in the summer.
Well, there's a whole lot of stuff that's baked into that, man. But like, that's complicated the way the world goes. I'm sure you'll find a good one. Good luck in the playoffs. Stay healthy. Be good. All right.
Appreciate it. Good to hear from you.
Finish of the night.
I don't really like committing to things. I'm scared. But when Verizon announced that I could lock in a low price for 3 years, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Can you hear me now?
In Dallas, Anthony Davis and the Mavs taking on Atlanta. 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Daniel Gafford misses the dunk, accidentally elbows Davis in the face. I got Davis in the face. Heads to the locker room, gets looked at, returns later. Hawks, by the way, leading at that point. In the third, the block by Davis. And then Davis continues to defend. Another block, bringing the energy. 2-point game late third, make it 5. After that three-pointer. Into the fourth, the Mavericks now leading by 10. Clay up top, and Davis makes it a 12-point game. Hawks aren't going to go away, though. Trae Young, float game, off one. He had 25 and 12. Hawks down 8. Mavericks up just 2. Dyson Daniels, heavens to Betsy. Atlanta now leads by 1. Mavs down 3, not anymore. Clay doing what Clay does. Hits the 3, tied at 118. Davis on the drive. Big bucket. Another look. Wounded, but undaunted. 34 and 15. Mavs up 2. 3 seconds left. Young to try to win it. Davis challenges. Just short. Davis celebrating his first 30-point game as a Maverick. More importantly, the winner and the challenge on defense that forces Young to leave it just a touch short. Also in the NBA, Rockets can clinch a playoff spot with a victory over Utah. Houston entered Wednesday as the 2 seed out west, and they lead by 5 late in the first. Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün out on the break with a flush there. Had to get that down quickly. Late in the second, Rockets up big, and Şengün spinning. It's a little floater, the lead's 22. Dylan Brooks, clean look from 3, had 21. Rockets up big, they're gonna cruise in this game. Green had 22, comes off the screen and pulls. That's cookies, and then one more time, Şengün. Doing heavy work. 143-105. The Rockets, an assist shy of the triple-double for Şengün. They've clinched that playoff spot for the first time since the 1920 campaign. Not only are they guaranteed to be in the playoffs, but their gap over the field for the 2 continues to increase. The Nuggets, a couple losses in as many nights, put them behind the Lakers for the 3.
Most of my videos are done on stories that I think would make great movies, and this one's really no different, except this one should be a Mel Brooks style comedy. Today we're talking about the chillest, most nonchalant invasion of all time, when America acquired Guam, or when America acquired Guam the first time. But first, a word from our sponsors. This video is brought to you by Ridgewall.
Fab and Mace.
NBA season for all of those. They got me feeling like I'm academics. Can't run away.
Hey man, real quick with the
this game, you're not ready for it.
Here's Otani.
High fly ball to center field. Harris is back. Otani, inevitable. Ladies and gentlemen, embrace this. Embrace this man, embrace this team this season. An 8-0 start for the defending champs, unprecedented. Every single night, they do something that makes you say, wow, how much fun is this? 8 down, 154.
To the American fans watching, what do you want them to know about Shohei Ohtani and what you want to do in your career once you come to the U.S.?
At the wall, gone! Big fly, Ohtani-san! Wow. That's another strikeout for Ohtani. The spectacular Shohei
The best show in sports and the thing you don't want to miss. You're going to tell your grandkids about this.
He's the most extraordinary baseball player who's ever lived.
Oh, he got another one. Get going. Ohtani has done it again.
Where we at though?
Yeah, we in Memphis with this shit right now, in the M right now. You know where these rap niggas don't come to.
Well, tonight, Memphis police need your help to find this.
Yo, what's going on, ladies?
After this new interview from Yella Beezy co-defendant Keywan White, the alleged shooter of Mo3, Yella Beezy might be cooked, bruh. He might be going away for a very long time. I'm not optimistic. After this new interview from Yella Beezy co-defendant Keywan White, the alleged shooter of Mo3, Yella Beezy might be cooked, bruh. He might be going away for a very long time. I'm not optimistic. Yella Beezy is currently out on a $750,000 bond for hiring someone to murder Mo3. Now, when Yella Beezy got to court at his bill hearing, we heard the prosecutors essentially say that they got evidence that Yella Beezy paid somebody $40,000 to murder Mo3.
This is a capital murder for remuneration. And the defendant is charged with paying other individuals to take another human life. And he has the financial means and the reach to do it. To Marquise Conway, the defendant, being present and involved in this conversation. The state's witness will testify to the amount of money that was to be paid for the murder. Testify to the individuals responsible for the payment. That state's witness will also testify that Marquise Conway was one of the individuals responsible for a portion of that payment. The state's witness will also testify to the individual who would receive this payment. The state's witness will testify that Keywan White was, in fact, the individual to receive this payment.
If you're looking to sell your car, Carvana will give you a real offer in seconds. You will be paid right when they pick up your car.
The man on your right is the one who's telling on everybody. He's telling on Yella Beezy, he's telling on Keywan White. Now, the dude on your right is apparently somebody who Mo3 was clapping his baby mama cheeks, right? He was eviscerating the cheeks. So he got jealous, got the drop on Mo3, and then gave the drop to Yella Beezy in him, which led to Keywan White murdering Mo3. The worst part about that dude snitching is he's the one that caused all of this. He's the one who got the drop on Mo3, gave the drop up to Yella Beezy in him because he wanted Mo3 going for clapping his baby mama cheeks. They did his dirty work, and now he's snitching on him. But here's the thing, up until now, we ain't really know what they had on Yella Beezy. All we know is he recorded a conversation with him and Yella Beezy, and he's telling them folks that Yella Beezy paid $40,000 to Keywan White. Other than that, we don't know what else the prosecutors have on Yella Beezy. But I know whatever the prosecutors got, it's a lot. Based on the attitude of Keywan White, bro. Keywan White called home from prison on a podcast. First off, man, none of y'all can have lawyers, bro. Because who lawyer is sanctioning y'all calling home on podcasts to talk about an open case you're currently a part of? But Keywan White starts off the conversation and essentially saying, bro, he has no hope that he's gonna win this.
Right, you gotta go. So now you gotta go all the way with the 3 situation now, right?
Yeah.
So what?
It's over with though. It's over with for sure though. But you know, it is what it is, man. It's life.
What you mean it's over with for you, or what you mean is like what you think you still coming home?
Oh, that's over with.
Oh, that's over with. So what made you give up?
It's just over with, man.
Right.
You know.
Oh, Yella. Hey. Man. Yo, what's up with these igaboos and podcasting, bro? Why must y'all call home from jail on these podcasts, bro?
Right.
Like, yo, do y'all feel like the fans don't listen to podcasts? Like, I don't understand this new phenomenon of calling home from jail to hop on a podcast. Stay off these podcasts. And Yella Beezy. When you have somebody who's essentially been fighting this case for the latter part of like 2 to 3 years now, maybe even more. When you have that person telling you, yeah, it's over with. Yo, usually these dudes are the first to tell you, man, I'll be home by summer, man. Hey, yo, get the chucks ready, bro. I'll be home by the winter. I'll be home by March. But when they start saying, yeah, it's over, bro. Nah, bro, yo, why you feel like, nah, it's over, bro. He knows something, bro. Now, he's not the one that's telling, but the other dude is telling. So the other dude must be telling so efficiently that he sees what the other dude is telling, bro, and he like, hey, yo, no. It's over. Like, it's wrapped. Easy. Yo, take that first P deal they give you, bro. Take it if you can. Keijuan White has been morally defeated after finding out who's telling. And you know he's morally defeated because in other interviews and IG posts, Keijuan White is out here acting like, bro, he coming home soon. As soon as the snitch is announced, he said it's done for. Listen, they continue to ask him why he's giving up so soon. This man said, bro, I'm just ready to take my time, bro. I don't want to waste them, bro. Just give me my time, bro. Right. Let me go about my day.
It's just over with, man.
Right.
You know, sometimes you just gotta accept life for what it is.
Right.
This call is from a federal prison.
Peace with myself, bro. It is what it is, you know.
We're watching this man in real time go through the various stages of bigotry, all right? You do crime to somebody to pick up a bag. You go to jail. You think it's all fun and games until that real time sits at your doorstep. And then you start to realize you're effed over, right? So once you accept your consequences, then you start to realize that nobody else has your back. So then he begins to go on and on and on about how he has no family, he has nobody, and this is what he gets for being loyal to people.
Right.
One thing about me, man, a nigga can never say I'm or nothing, bro. You can call me gay if you want to. You can call me whatever you want to call me, but nigga can never say I did no shit to nobody. I always was loyal to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, it's what you get for being loyal to the game and to niggas. You know what I'm saying? I haven't did nothing, but it is what it is. So it's over with. I'm ready to just go and get over and get my time in. And either shit. I just told my lawyer straight up, man. It is what it is. Just fight for me.
You still here going through hell, so
I don't got no family. I don't got nobody. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, I would have been there with. I don't got nobody. I got a little couple of family to make sure I'm good when they can, but I don't got nobody.
You ain't need to murder somebody and go to jail to figure this out. I could have told you this for the free ski. I could have told you ain't no love in these streets.
He said for the
ain't no
free
honor
ski.
among thieves, yo. They paid you $40,000 for a hit, or allegedly, right? According to you, that ain't enough. But they paid you for a hit. You went to jail. What you did with that money is on you. Yella Beezy probably ain't gonna pay for your lawyer. He probably ain't gonna put money on your books. Because if he does, that just links him closer to the crime. And even if he takes out money and give it to your family members, that still makes him attached to the crime. So he's not dumb enough to pay for your lawyers, to pay for your books. He understands what's going on. So when you do something like this, you're on your own, bro. And your family already po, which is why you're probably doing hits or some paper. Your family already po, so they can't burden their life to continue to take their hard-earned money and put it on your book so you can eat the finest of cheese or your bad decisions. It ain't happening, right? At all. Now, he would speak on Yella Beezy being indicted, and he would say it's all cap and, the prosecutors is lying.
Oh, like when you seen them motherfuckers in court, nigga, what was your first thought? Like, I know, because when I seen, I was like, really?
Niggas lying. My first thought is niggas lying, man.
I mean, I guess that's a good save. I guess you are trying to keep it thorough and you can't really say too much over the phone. But if I'm you, bro, I'm more concerned with trying to throw Yella Beezy under the bus. I'm more concerned with trying to throw the other people who are throwing me under the bus. Listen, Yella Beezy ain't telling yet. He just got arrested, bro. One Code D already told on you, bro. You should only be concerned right now with protecting yourself. this dummy had the nerve to say that, he could have taken a 20 or 30-year deal and come home in 20 or 30 years, but he don't want to take the deal because he's concerned what the streets might think about him, and it's gonna look bad if he take a 20 or 30-year deal while somebody else is already telling. So this man, while facing life, is still concerned with what the people who he says ain't there for him, but he's in jail, what they think.
Well, that's why I said that to you. That's why you got to pay attention to how I'm talking to you. That's why I said in so many words, I got to go all the way to show everybody the real.
Right, you got to go all the way now to show everybody the real. And like that's what I said in our last interview. Like everybody's gonna be shocked.
Win, because truly I could give me something that a nigga might can come home to. I can go probably try to get a 60 ball or something like that. Just to get out their way. But,
right.
Man, I'm gonna go all the way. I'm gonna make them pay. You know what I'm saying? I can do 20. I can do 30 and come home. But I mean, if I do that, it still gonna look bad. So I just rather just go all the way.
This type of stupidity has to be organic, bro. You doing 60 years and you concerned about what? The streets? You concerned about what? The people who are about to tell on you? Yo, if you take 20 to 30